Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Korean campaign, where things are peaceful and quiet. For now, we are at peace. Everyone kind of likes us, apart from the Germans. So we might end up going back to war with them, which is fine. It'll give us a chance to refit everything, and for the other powers to kind of restart, although the British don't appear to be building anything, which is a bit of a concern. Neither the Americans or the French, but they do at least have a couple of ships each. I think the campaign's mostly won at this point, but I do want to do a last round of refits, maybe a couple more wars, just for the fun of it. But we are approaching the end of the campaign, but there are still ship designing to do, and that's the bit of the game that I really, really love. So, I'm going to slowly go through and refit all of these ships and try to correct any of the many mistakes that I've made in their construction. We're going to start with these Guisons. Just get everything up to kind of modern standards. So, 30 knots. They might be a diesel candidate. 98. No. Yeah, gas turbines. Because I tend to go for quite fast ships, gas turbines tend to be the better option for me. But your mileage may vary depending on your preferred design types. Maybe go super heavy shells, just on all of the smaller ships. Gen 3 radar. Slightly overweight. This is a bit annoying. Did I armour those turrets? No. I knew there was something I needed to try and remember. Right. Firing arcs are not the best, but they're okay. Sectionality is okay. Did we get any new towers? No. No. I sometimes forget to look for that. We don't need RDF if we have the Gen 3. That's a bit of a nice to have. So that is what I will do. I'll just take the RDF off. Replaced with a radar set. Good. Well, that's a nice easy start. At least I hope it's a nice easy start. Unfortunately, the game's still taking a while to save and transition between things. Thank you. It's just getting towards that point in the campaign. So, refit those 4. And we can delete that design. And we'll just move through and slowly refit everything apart from the Renown, which obviously is relatively new. And the designs I did at the end of the last episode, so or more recently, I should say, so this cruiser, this destroyer refit, this destroyer design, and this light cruiser. But I've probably gone over my shipbuilding thing. Yes, I have. How many can I put through at once? 3 of them. Okay, well, that's not too bad. And I'll continue to juggle that. Money, we seem to be flush with cash. We've got a nice big chunk of money because we stole a lot of it from Germany. They still have loads of naval funds. I don't know why they've been sitting on so much money, but we stole like half of it. Yeah, our economy is doing very, very well. We are miles in front of everybody else. Although Germany is actually doing pretty well for themselves, given that they have 10 provinces and we have 166. They do, of course, own some very high-end provinces. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it. We took Czech Republic as well, and Eastern Poland. So Germany's almost reduced back to just Germany itself. They're also at war with the French at the moment, which I'm going to have to keep an eye on. Right, next on the list are the Unjus, which we should be able to refit easily enough. I think this is the one with the turret that doesn't quite have the correct arc. I know there are problems with a lot of the ships. Yes, the arc on this one is terrible. Do we have a better secondary tower we could use? What am I using? Crane Tower 3. Yeah, we could use the mini tower. Get rid of that. Get a mini tower. Wow, that dramatically shortens the citadel of the ship. Maybe we could introduce a secondary battery. This one might be a more significant refit. Let's see how much displacement we have. Again, I'm going to check diesels. Diesels are 92. Gas is 90. That all looks fine. Triple base. These are 9 inches, right? Yeah, let's go super heavy. Full auto. Gen 3 radar. Because, yeah, this thing currently just had a couple of 3 inches. I think we can improve that. I don't know by how much, though. Yeah, could potentially get a 5-inch triple shooting over the top. I don't need to use that bar bit. I think I can get away with this one. What? I meant the standard small. Isn't that what I just used? Yeah, I'm very confused. Very confused. Could perhaps use that one. I think that does fit. Part? What do you mean? Game. Thank you. Put that there. Though I'm now immediately running out of space. I think that one's the better choice, actually. Because I think I can squeeze a secondary battery in. There we go. Sitting quite high up is the only thing. Maybe there is a bar bit that fits in between them. Nope. That'll be too short. Not by much. We're getting there. No. No, the game's just going to be irritating about things, isn't it? I know I've clicked on that one before. That one seems bigger than this one. It is. I'm convinced that that one should be able to work. No, it's just getting in its own way, isn't it? Maybe this isn't... I wish there was just like a height adjuster thing. I could abandon my idea of having centerline secondaries go for a second funnel for ludicrous fuel efficiency, but that's mainly for looks, and just go with side-mounted ones, which is probably a lot easier. There we go. Why make life difficult for myself? Right. And the fire arc on this gun has improved. Can I use smaller funnels? Just want to compress it down just a teeny bit. Why do they feel longer? Especially if I'm going for 2 funnels. Yeah, go for these. Again, it doesn't feel like they're getting any shorter. I'm just trying to open up B turret's fire arc a touch. Barely makes any difference, but that'll do. I am overweight though. Alright, let's get rid of the RDF. Pull range back slightly. There we go. A bit more of a significant refit, that one, as it turned out. Oh, shoot. I didn't check the armour on the secondary guns. Fucking hell. Damn it. God damn it. I'm an idiot. I'm going to have to do that all again. Bloody hell. Well, I won't make you sit through that. I'll just do the same thing I just did there, and then I'll fix it. Welcome back. The game crashed anyway, so I had to redo it. So yes, I fixed the issue with the turrets. Just so, yeah, redone so that it has 3 triple 5s down the side. That should upgrade them. Again, I've maxed out the capacity, so back to ending the turn. Right, next up are the 2 Sanjus in this format. Because, yeah, weirdly, we have 3 in this format. So, goodness only knows. How I managed that one. Oh, yes, this was the one that I upgraded the turrets and then it all went to pot. Well, maybe we can fix that. So, let's up that to 2-inch. Can upgrade that. Take the RDF off. 2 loaders. This has got 9-inch guns, right? It'll go super heavies then. Modern 2, armor, oil 3, gas turbines with the diesel electric auxiliary. And surprisingly, all of these work. But I think some of the fire arcs are a little terrible. So I'm going to rebuild the secondary battery based around triple 5s rather than quad 5s. They should be facing this way. Because I also want to improve this fire arc a little bit. Might do what I did before and fit just 2 funnels. Because otherwise it looks a bit off. So I will keep the center line 5. Yeah, put it there with maybe that one. No. Why does it love taking the torpedoes off? Still complaining. Mind you, that one doesn't need to be that tall, does it? Oh, it fits. Game being just awkward as usual. Torpedo back, and then we can have a couple more side-mounted 5s there, and they won't interfere with the main guns. That's a little bit more reasonable, I would say. However, I might need to. No, that doesn't help. Oops. 100 tons I need to take off. I do have a torpedo reload here. Very rare that I use that. Didn't save as much as I was hoping. Oh, the turret armor's a bit weird. Eight, 3, 5 should be okay. Oh, we've got only 8-inch on the turrets. Do we need a 9-inch main belt? I think that can come down to 8. And we're underweight. But, yeah. That'll do. Because I don't think there's much point with the 9-inch, the extra inch on the main belt when the turrets aren't armed that well. And 2.5 times 4, yeah, that works. Okay. Can I get the range back? No. Right, we'll save that one. Yes. No. Don't you fucking dare, game. Thank you. Right. So we can refit those 2 ships to that standard. Then I'm pretty much maxed out, so then I'll have to wait. Anyway. Okay. Right, well, I'll see you for the next design. Welcome back. Next up are the tiny little gunboats, which actually probably don't need anything changing with them, aside from upgrading their torpedo. I mean, I guess they could have, like, radar and stuff. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, we can upgrade their diesel engines. They already have triple base. Super heavy 3-inch. Get them electro-hydro turrets. Upgrade the Marc, the torpedo. Gen 3 radar. Why not? Sonar set. Good rangefinder. Let's take the RDF off. Done. Do you need to do any of that? No. But those are monstrously dangerous torpedoes that this ship is carrying. Monstrous. We haven't really seen them do much because the enemy hasn't done any like port strike missions or anything. But they're very small, very cheap. Refit all of them, please. No problems. Good. I should still have, yes, I do, enough to move on to the next ship in the list, which is Captian. Okay. A slightly more serious refit. I'm pretty sure they already have the Mark IV 16s. So this will be a relatively swift upgrade, I think. Yes. Grade, yeah, almost identical. I didn't make any boo-boos with the armor. They now get the full radar and an upgraded optical rangefinder. They get the full automatic gun reload. Modern 2 armor. Already on oil. But, what happened there? These are lighter on diesels. Really? Well, there you go. That's why it's worth checking. That is surprising, given that they're a battlecruiser. But, okay. I can probably reduce the range a little bit. Does that change the equation? A little bit. But it's still beneficial to have them on diesel. That means they'll have a nice high cruise speed as well. I think I already checked this one for new towers. Yes, I did. So that's it. Just a cheeky little upgrade. What's the rate of fire? 1.47 rounds per minute. It's pretty solid. The pen is well, not the best at long range, is it? Mind you, the deck pen is pretty good at very long ranges. Yeah, I think that's fine. Could consider super heavies, although they are going to send me overweight. No, that flash fire chance is a little bit too high for my liking. Generally don't like it if it's over 5%. On modern designs anyway. Obviously on earlier ships you don't have any choice. They're going to end up having relatively high flash fire chance. But yeah, 5% feels reasonable. But yeah, more than that, I'm not such a fan. Right. Might be able to fit all of them in. No. No, definitely not. Right. Down the bottom of the list. Kusong, suspend, and rocket, suspend. There we go. We'll get them done and move on to the next one. Right, next up are the Sinchons, who've never had an upgrade. I guess they are relatively new. Good grief, I've forgotten how many 3-inch guns I put on those things. Yes, I don't think there'll be a dramatic change for this ship. They have been performing pretty well. I don't remember any issues with them, but there probably are some that I forgot about. So we go up to the Mark Vs. We swap out RDF for radar. the autoloaders. Modern 2 armour. They were already on oil 3. Diesels 103%. Gas turbines 99. There we go. They were only on standard bulkheads, but I think that's okay. Pretty nice looking ship, if I say so myself. Yeah, there were no serious issues with them, I don't think. So, yeah. Simple one. It's nice when they're a little bit easier. Jane, hello. Taking your time, thank you. Thank you for not crashing. Refit. Why are only 2 listed? Sure, I had a 3rd. Yeah, it's saying I have one. Where is it? Must be being repaired or something. No. What? It's just a missing ship. Oh, she's still at sea. That's why. Where? Arctic Ocean. Oh, she's the one I sent up to Murmansk, but I must have clicked wrong. Right, I'll fix that. Right, next, it's a light cruiser. These ones. Very slowly working our way through the backlog. I think these don't need much attention aside from upgrading their torpedoes. Yes, I do. I'm assuming gas. Yes. 1, 2. Go to super heavy shells for them. Upgrade the torpedo launchers. Upgrade this. They already carried ludicrous armor, so that's fine. No issues. Oh, there might be a new tower. Because I'm using the, what, Tall Tower 2. There is a mini advanced tower. It is quite a lot heavier. But it fits. Okay, that's an improvement. Secondary tower. Rear tower 6. Rear tower 6. Which is already the best one. Well, like cruiser, yeah, we'll drop range 1 notch to get a reworked tower. I know I could fit a secondary gun on the kind of balcony, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Lengthen the 7s to 60 caliber though. Good. Good. Hopefully we will eventually fix all of the various issues that these ships have. We're slowly working our way through them. Slowly but surely. Proceed. And we can delete that old design. Now up to the cruisers. Can I look to do those? Yes, I can. Huzzah. Right. Got 6 of these in service. Although they haven't shown up that much. Curiously. Come on. Thank you. Upgrade torpedo type. I'm going to assume gas turbines, but I have been wrong before. That's 101. 104. Yeah, we're better off with the gas turbine. Drop the range 1 notch. That's literally it. Okay, cool. Game. Come on. Thank you. All of those refitting. We're still good. Delete this one. And we're almost there. We are almost there. Yeah, these two are actually... I think I've accidentally built the same ship twice, more or less, just slightly bigger. Right. Nam Hang Hang. Next. Have I built the same ship like 3 times? Feels like it. No, this one's slightly different. It's got different towers on it. Torpedoes might be an issue. Diesel at 98. Oh, gas at 100. These ones are going to be diesel. This one already had super heavy shells. This was also one where the turrets weren't really working. So we're currently using the medium secondary tower 2, this one. Oh, that one's better, but it's huge. Yeah, that is the right one to use. Main tower. Yes, I'm already using top end one. I could lose a turret. Yeah, I could lose a turret. Because this one is very, very restricted. It's not the ideal solution. Daisy. But it does work, and I think it might solve... is it the tower that's the problem? It is, isn't it? Yeah. It might solve one of the issues, which is the reduced torpedo load, because... Yes. We have here a couple of triple torpedoes, right? So we can fit those 2 triple torpedoes, but I think here we can fit a couple of quintuple torpedoes. So we can upgrade her torpedo armament a touch. Whilst, okay, yes, we have reduced her firepower. That turret wasn't getting used anyway. So I don't think it's a huge loss. We can go up to full brick status. Can lengthen those guns even more. '66 and '60s. standard. Yes, that'll do. They're a little bit less firepower, but I think in practical terms, probably not less firepower, and the extra torpedoes should make up for it. It can be quite handy having different sized torpedoes, not sized, different, like a triple and a quad, say, or a duals and a quad, because they have different reload rates. So you can have a quickly reloading pair and a slow reloading pair. Right, gonna have to suspend a bunch of them to get the time down. There we go. I think I can unsuspend one of them. Yes, there we go. Right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Next light cruiser class. Geez, we have a lot of different types of light cruiser. Yes, this is very similar to the ship that I ended up building again. It does happen because you end up making the same sort of decisions based on the hull. Right. Right, diesel is 102. Gas turbines are superior for this ship. That all looks good. Oh, they're just max armoured turrets. Yeah, don't really need to do anything else. This one had perfectly good firing arcs. Yeah. Spacious crew quarters. Cool. Done. Oh, no, not done. Lengthen those guns just a teeny bit. Now we're done. Okie dokie. Yeah, I wonder if I can engineer it so that I'm at war with all of the remaining powers simultaneously. That might actually be a vaguely interesting challenge. Depending on what they're building, of course. They're probably building more 40-knot, 20-inch armed monster ships or something stupid that they cannot afford. Tends to be what the AI tries to do. Delete. Yes. And I'm going to have to suspend a couple of you. There we go. Lovely. Well, the refits continue. Right, next up, it's the Sinanjus. Somewhat more significant refit, I suspect, because these ships did have a little bit of a compromise in... there's a moth in my room. Go away. It's trying to fly into my face. Yes, these had slightly compromised design at the stern. We'll just take those guns off if they're causing trouble. Let's upgrade to the 16-inch Mark 5. We can get them a Gen 3 radar, full auto loading, the modern armor, and diesels are at 101. Gas turbines are at 99. 99 it is. Yeah, because really, all I need to do with this ship is, in theory, push this back all the way to here. But that is probably asking too much. How far back can I get them without the game moaning at me? There. That's pretty much where they were. Oh well, it'll do. Yeah, B-turret also has a pretty restricted fire arc, so I might just ever so slightly adjust the tower positions. There we go. That should improve them a very small amount, but it should be just about noticeable. Good. They also look a little bit better. They look quite kind of forward heavy before. Now they look a little bit better. And I'm sure I've forgotten something. You can let me know in the comments what I've forgotten to fix. But if it's not fixed in this episode, it's not getting fixed. Refit those 3. Delete that old design. And I think I've gone over, haven't I? Ooh, yes, by quite a lot. There we go. Right, onwards. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. If you're still with me. Oh, yeah. Have we actually seen this ship in combat? I probably have, and I've just not noticed it. But I would have thought I would remember the ones with the funny little barbette. The Q barbette rear tower malarkey going on. Right, upgrade the radar, upgrade the auto-loaders. I think the 11-inch have been handling themselves pretty well, but we can go up to super heavy for them too. Modern 2 armor. Diesels are 101. Gas is 100. Fine. Yeah, that's kind of it. Unless there's a superior secondary tower. 10 base accuracy. So one with 12. Another one 15. Ah. That's why I didn't use them. They don't fit. Okay. Well, that was pointless. Have a little bit of displacement left. Turrets, yeah, they're all fine. A couple of extra secondary guns, maybe. Oh, not if they're that heavy. No, we'll just do that. That's fine. Good, 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 good. And I'm very close to getting the Mark V 18-inch, which means that we can also refit the battleships. The last one is still under construction, but it should be finished soon. Going from Mark III to Mark V guns should make a big difference for them. And then I think we'll do a new design of some sort, because we're going to have to be building something after we've done all these refits, of course. Can't leave the shipyards idle for too long. People get funny ideas. There we go. Right, I'll carry on with that. Right. No, nearly last. Last but one. Penultimate refit. Ah, yes, this is where we get to clear up the boo-boo I made doing this ship before. Very good. Right. So these are still going to be slightly different, but they're going to be less different. I'm pretty sure this was a gas turbine ship, although diesel's at 99. Oh, almost makes no difference. 11872. We'll go for the diesel then. For that nice high cruise speed bonus. 2, 3. We'll dump the RDF for now. We'll upgrade the Markov gun and start removing them. So this is going to require a change. Why does it always take off the torpedoes? Every time with this hull. Right. Good. So, we're going to go... this one. A little bit further back. Like so. And then it was this one, I believe. There. Firing over the top. And this one firing that way. And a couple back there. And then... no, not torpedo. Oh, I think I can just about. Oh, is this the hull where it jumps about? It is. Incredibly annoying. Fortunately, I am capable of sneaky things myself. There we go. We'll go to double funnel, just mainly for the looks, to be honest. Yes, there we go. That's mostly similar to the other one. We have 2%. No, I can't do that, but I probably can increase the range because this is a diesel one. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Right, we'll get those through. Then we can refit the battleship. Then we can build something new. Oh my goodness. Long, long process. I might also do another Chaos alliance, because those do work out quite well for causing mischief. So we still have two different Sanjus, I think. Yes. We have the February 1949 version and the March 1950 version, which are almost identical, but not quite. And we can do the refit of the battleship in 3 months. Lovely. Okay, we now have the 18-inch guns, and I think we finished... no, we still have one building. 10 months away. Okay. Well, I might as well do the refit now. But I will leave the design active until I've finished construction, because I think that can cause a problem if you delete a design whilst you're trying to build a ship of it. Although it's a pretty big upgrade in terms of the guns, I think the rest of it is probably going to be pretty standard. So we're going from maximum range of 31.2 and a rate of fire of 0.98 to maximum range of 44.8, a rate of fire of 1.03. That's a little bit better. Now we make them more accurate and faster firing. Now to 1.16 rounds per minute. We can upgrade the armor to 1.2. Are these a diesel or a gas ship? Gas. Can fix that. I knew there was one ship where I forgot the conning tower armor. There you go, comments. It's only taken me God knows how many episodes, but I fixed it. Yeah, no way I'm getting more range out of this thing. But they don't need range because they'll be used in a task force most of the time. Yeah, I think that's it, to be honest. Don't think we need to do anything else at all. Lovely. Save. It'll take a few months to get all of those ships refitted. And then I think we look at what our last ship design might possibly be. Maybe. Oh, well, I wonder if I can... No. Anyway, the French are getting destroyed by the Germans, so I might just let that happen. Are you kidding me, game? Have you crashed again? Right, welcome back. We have one of those ships under construction still, but we're going to make a new design, probably the last design of the campaign. We shall have to wait and see. Whilst I wait for the thing to load. Now, what type of ship should it be? We obviously have the super battleship for incredibly large nonsense. Do we have the Mark 520s? Not yet. In that case, I'm probably thinking battlecruiser. Have the modern battlecruiser. Modern compact battlecruiser. Can these fit 18-inch guns? They can. Okay. We'll probably go with the modern one then. Although the experimental is bigger. Considering. Right. They're 38 and they're 45. I think they're the modern ones. I don't think I built an experimental one in that case. Or maybe I did. Oh, yes, I think I did. Are these not the St Andrews at 45? Then was it the modern that I haven't built on? Oh, that also has the same kind of towers. Oh well. I'm going to go with what I wanted to go with, which was the experimental. Ford Tower, 28. Yeah, 28 is the best. Let's try not reducing the beam. 34 knots. Full size. Ish. Call it 50,000 exactly. Right, and then a secondary tower. That one. Funnel. Right, what is the best type of engine? Diesel, 41. Gas, 40. Go with gas turbine then. Guns, we're going to go... What? But I checked to see if this one could use 18s. I'm sure I did. Is it only the modern that can use 18s? It is only the modern. Well, okay, we'll start all over again then, shall we? Bloody typical. Right, this one was the one that could do 36 knots, though, right? Yes. Okay, fine. Ooh. Odd selection of funnels, but okay. Probably reduce the beam a touch without it being silly. 36 knots. Full-sized. So also 45,000 tons. Oil. Diesel's at 39. Gas also 39. Might as well run it on diesel then. Because I want 18-inch guns on this thing. I will try triples, but I suspect I will have to go down to twins in order to get this thing to work. Haven't gone massively over yet. That's good. That's a good sign. Bobbit. Why is it? Oh, it just looked weird. Okay. This turret should actually go all the way forward to here. This turret here. Okay. There's quite a lot of space left on this ship. Secondary guns. Let's go for the turbo lasers. Oh, they're a bit big. Maybe 5-inch triples. Also a bit big. But they do fit. Yes, I'm not surprised I'm overweight. Deck armor. Good grief, the deck pen on those is huge. There's not much I can do about that. You just have to hope they don't get a hit at extreme range. Just going to max armor everything for now. We can cut back on that later. Right. What's 14 divided by 4? 3.5. So this is a little bit too thick. Uh, 14. What kind of pen did these get? Yeah, pretty good. Let's go 18. 6. 14. Cuts a little bit out. That only needs to be 18. And I'm still massively overweight. Standard pockets. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go twin 18s rather than triples. Hmm, 105. See, dumping the range out is not going to help, but maybe now it's better to switch back to gas. Yes, it is. There we go. And then we could maybe do something interesting with the secondary battery, possibly. I mean, we already have the 5-inch. Because we do have the option of secondary 8s, which which are not something that I've used in the campaign before, so that's something a little bit different. I think a standard turret is fine. It's a shame I can't have it flush against the tower, but apparently that's verboten. Could no longer see out of the bridge. it's a minor issue. And then what? Some 3-inch quads. I could fit literally one pair. Let's not bother. 2% trim. Of course, I need to do the armor on the 8-inch gun turrets. 8. Seems fine. 2.5. 1%. 1%. I could lose a lot of speed, but yeah, that doesn't actually help. I could maybe go back to see if I went with diesels. Then I am getting speed back. No, but now they're going too slow to be worth it. Could lower the anti-torpedo protection a slot. A concession. But yes, they're certainly stuffed full of guns, these things. Maybe there's a slightly more efficient funnel setup, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, that looks good. That looks very nice. It's kind of a swan song. They're a 36-knot ship, armed with 6 18s, whereas of course we do have the Renown refit, which carries 8 19s, but these are significantly cheaper than the Renown that we stole, and we can't build any more of those. So this is the closest we're going to get. That's a pretty nice secondary setup, I would argue. Maybe I can lengthen those 8s. Yeah, that'll do. So the 8s can shoot out to 21 kilometers. That's pretty solid, actually. And then we've got a closer in kind of dual-purpose guns. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Why not? Sunshine, the last design of the game, probably. I don't think there will be any reason for me to build anything else. And it's a proper battlecruiser. Like, it's got 6 big guns, and it goes fast. Very much in the actual Renown style. How many do we build? Well, how many battlecruisers do we have? 10. Why don't we build, I don't know, 5? Should be able to manage that. Yes. Excellent. And we'll continue to expand the shipyard, please. Thank you. Well, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Because the Germans have built up, you know, nearly 700,000 tons of modern ships. At least I assume they're modern. So we're going to piss them off. The French are out of it. I think the British are out of it. I think one more go against the Germans. particularly as they seem to be conquering the French, which is obviously something that we're going to have to respond to. Knock them down a peg and eliminate them, or at least eliminate their fleet. That will be the aim for the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.